One of science fiction's most iconic and beloved actors has died. Leonard Nimoy is best known for portraying Mr. Spock on the Star Trek TV series and movies. We went digging through our archives and found video from 2007 when he honored Wright State University's outgoing president. He was a surprise guest at a community celebration recognizing Dr. Kim Goldenberg, who happened to be a huge fan of Star Trek.
Yeah, that was quite a night. Well, the sci-fi legend played the role of Mr. Spock for nearly 50 years before passing away this morning at his home in California. Born in Boston in 1931, Leonard Simon Nimoy was acting in a neighborhood theater by the age of 8.
And I continued to do that until I was a teenager, and then eventually came to California.
Once in California, he began acting in roles in B films like Them and guest spots on TV shows, including The Man from U.N.C.L.E., where he would meet future Star Trek cast members William Shatner and DeForest Kelley.
I always thought I would find my work in playing varied kinds of people. And I enjoyed doing that, and then along came Spock.
It was 1965 when Leonard Nimoy was cast in the role that would define his career. When the pilot and show were rewritten and recast, only Nimoy as Spock remained in the cast. Star Trek aired for just 3 years, but has lived long and prospered in reruns ever since. Nimoy went on to write an autobiography called I Am Not Spock, a reference to the fact that he did not like being typecast.
Logical. Flawlessly logical.
But Nimoy would go on playing Spock in 5 more Star Trek movies, 2 TV spin-offs, and a relaunch of the film franchise in 2009 as an older, wiser Spock mentoring his younger self.
There are so few Vulcans left. We cannot afford to ignore each other.
And after 250 roles in a career that spanned more than 6 decades, he will always be remembered for 1 character and 4 words.
Live long and prosper.
And that he did. Leonard Nimoy was 83 years old. Now, his wife says the actor was an end-stage chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, better known as COPD. And in Nimoy's later years, he spoke about the dangers of smoking this after doctors diagnosed him.
I quit a long time ago. Why is this happening to me? But it's a lesson that I had to learn.
Nimoy said in this and previous interviews he kicked the smoking habit more than 30 years ago. But according to doctors in Cleveland, once your lungs are damaged, there's very little that can be done to repair them.
Smoking causes accelerated lung function loss. And even though one quits, it is usually typical that the loss of lung function occurs at an accelerated rate, which is somewhere between a lifelong non-smoker and someone who continues to smoke. So the first most important thing that anyone can do is to stop smoking and to cease the lung loss.
COPD is the 3rd leading cause of death in the U.S. and the 5th leading cause worldwide.